The girl was watching a video of herself sleeping, only to see the video she suddenly got up, undoing the band-aid on her neck. A devil's bloody mouth emerges from the wound on her neck. The girl's name is Masami. The reason she became like this, it started with a transfer student. Not long ago, Rima transferred to Masami's class. All the students were attracted by her innocent beauty, but Masami in the corner opened her eyes wide in fear. It was as if she had seen the devil. The teacher put Rima in the seat next to her. They looked at each other. Masami was so scared that she fainted. She was taken to the infirmary by her classmates. When she woke up, it was time for school to end. She still couldn't understand. Why did seeing Rima make her body feel electrocuted? That feeling always bothered her. The strange sensation made her sleep at night with nightmares. But when she woke up, she couldn't remember anything. She only remembered that the dream was scary, but it was as if a mosquito had bitten her on the neck. It left a very small wound. Masami didn't care. She just put a band-aid on it. Then she went back to school. But the strange thing is, the new student who came yesterday did not come to class. She called in sick. After school in the afternoon, Masami was on her way home. She was still thinking about the nightmare she had last night. When she looked up, she found herself in front of Rima's house. She never knew where Rima's house was before, but her hand unconsciously pressed the doorbell. Suddenly, she found Rima standing by the window looking at her. Masami ran away in fear. When she got home, she was so upset. She didn't even want to eat. At that moment, Grandpa suddenly said, "Did someone enter Masami's room through the window last night?" But when he saw Masamib's reaction, he said he might have been mistaken. Masami went back to her room. She looked at the wound on her neck. Think about what Grandpa said. Did someone really sneak into the room while she was asleep? So she closed the window before going to bed. But in the dead of night, the nightmare came as promised. This time the nightmare was real. She could clearly feel. A monster lay on the window and kept banging on the glass. The monster broke the glass and opened its bloody mouth. She desperately cried out for help and woke up from the nightmare. The closed window opened silently at some point, and the wound on her neck became bigger. Blood began to seep out. She touched her neck. She found a long hair. Thinking about the strange things that have happened in the past 2 days, Masami came to a conclusion. The new student Rima, she's probably a vampire. If this continues, she would be drained of blood. She approached her only good friend Kazuo to ask for his help, but Kazuo said Masami was jealous of Rima's beauty, but seeing Masami's seriousness, Kazuo took out a video camera. He told her to put it in her bedroom and record everything, and Kazuo will stay in the room next to hers. When everything was ready, Masami, going to sleep with fear and trepidation, as expected, the nightmare came again. It was exactly the same as the night before. Kazuo and her mother heard the noise and rushed over. They woke Masami up from her nightmare. They took out the camera they had hidden in the closet. Masami was afraid to look at it. It's scary just to think about it. So Kazuo started watching the tape alone. But as he watched it, she quickly asks Kazuo what he saw. But Kazuo didn't say anything. He just left Masami's house in a panic. She wanted to see it, but she was afraid of seeing something terrible. The next day she went to school listless. But once again, she came to Rima's house inexplicably. She came across Rima being carried to the ambulance. She seemed very ill. Masami was already convinced that she was a vampire. Maybe she was pretending to be sick to hide it. After coming to school, the students noticed that Masami has become more beautiful these days. When she went home and looked at herself in the mirror, she noticed that she had become prettier and prettier these days, and the wound on her neck had healed. Is it because Rima is not at home that the curse has been lifted? In a good mood, she decided to watch the tape herself. It was normal at first. It's the voice of yourself haunted by a dream, but then suddenly the picture changed dramatically. She found herself sitting up slowly. She tore off the band-aid around her neck. Then, a terrible scene happened. A disgusting mouth grew out of the wound on her neck. She remembered everything at once. It was not someone else who broke the window every night. She ran to her new classmate's house. She shouted, "Rima, I'm going to absorb your beauty. Go to hell! Get out of class!" Kazuo saw the tape and came to Rima's house early. He knew Masami was afraid of spiders, so he threw a box of spiders at Masami's face. And sure enough, the monster in front of him was terrified. It seems that this monster is Masami, but these spiders were useless. Masami then exhaled smoke from his mouth. Everyone was dazed by the smoke. She came to Rima's side. She opened her bloody mouth. She tried to swallow it straight into her belly. The tape finished playing. Masami, who remembered everything, seemed to be a different person. He came to school and learned that Rima had changed schools. The next day, she found Kazuo. And so, the secret of her beauty, no one else knew about it. And that's the end of the story. If you also like, help give a compliment. See you in the next video.